Welcome back to the Icecrown Citadel Raid Guide. I'm Splug, and in this video I'll be going over our strategy for the Rotface encounter. If you'd like more information or would like to learn more about downloading this movie, click More Info on the movie information box on YouTube to head directly to TankSpot. Also, be sure to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button to the right so you'll be automatically notified as we release movies. There are two major mechanics the raid needs to be aware of and react to. Every few seconds, Rotface will turn toward a random player and begin to channel a slime cone attack. To counter this, we split our raid into two groups, with each stationed behind one of Rotface's legs. Whenever the boss turns to face a group, everyone in that pile rotates around the other group's position for the duration of the slime spew. When it ends, they shift back to their native position. The other major mechanic the raid needs to be aware of is the mutated infection. This disease effect causes a moderate amount of damage, but more importantly causes a small ooze to spawn when removed. Small oozes cannot be taunted and will slowly pursue the player they are spawned from until they are destroyed. Once the player afflicted by a mutated infection is outside of the raid, they can be cleansed safely. When a small ooze contacts another ooze, the two will merge to form a big ooze. The big oozes have a normal threat table and can be taunted. The first player with the infection gets clear of the raid, is dispelled, and has to kite his ooze until a second player is infected. When the second player is infected, he needs to get clear of the raid, preferably in the direction of the other kiter, be dispelled, and kite his ooze into the other ooze. From there, the off-tank will taunt, tank, and kite the big ooze, while subsequent infections run out of the raid to drag their small oozes into the big ooze until it explodes. Remember, damage never has to attack anything other than Rotface himself. The oozes will all be consumed by proper execution of the kiting. Periodically, Professor Putricide will flood a corner of the room with slime. The slime causes a relatively low amount of damage and a minor snare. This is actually a fairly insignificant mechanic. The kiting tank can still outrun the big ooze, the damage ticks are not significant enough to be threatening, and the rest of the raid has no reason to be anywhere near the flooded areas. Both sizes of ooze will occasionally fire globs of sticky ooze near the player who is kiting them. These globs spawn patches of slime on the floor which reduce movement speed by 50%. They are tossed out inaccurately, and as such are fairly simple to avoid. Once the big ooze absorbs 5 other oozes, it will begin to explode. The whole raid will need to be aware of the explosion, as a series of ooze droplets will rain down on locations which players were standing at when the explosion occurred. All the raid has to do to counter this is move to an area no one had been standing at. Any of the corner sections that isn't currently flooded by slime should be safe. When the slime is finished raining down, the raid resumes their normal positions and starts with the first small ooze kite again. Thanks for watching this movie. As usual, feel free to ask questions or add suggestions either on YouTube or in the strategy thread on TankSpot.com. Also, TankSpot donors can download all of these movies in high definition directly from our servers. Click the second link on the movie information box to learn more.